There are guys who take 20 shots, and then there's Keon Ellis, who might touch the ball for 20 seconds the entire game, but somehow by the end of the night he's changed everything. This is Roll Call, and today we spotlight Keon Ellis, one of the most quietly devastating role players in the NBA. Let's get into it. This is Roll Call. Keon Ellis was not a highly touted prospect. Played 4 years of college ball, 2 at Florida Southwestern, then another 2 at Alabama, before going undrafted in the 2022 NBA draft. But what the Kings saw in him was rare. A 6'5" 5-ish guard with a 6'8.5" wingspan, elite instincts, relentless defensive energy. His game was quiet, but built to scale. Sacramento gave him a 2-way contract, and Keon did the rest. He doesn't run the show, he doesn't break you down off the dribble, but he's now a key cog in the Sacramento Kings' future, and one of my favorite role players in the NBA. Ellis's usage rate is low. He's in the 0th percentile. So that's not just low, that's lowest in the league. He doesn't handle the ball, he doesn't pass much and rarely cuts, but when he gets involved, he's insanely efficient. 66.4% of his shots come off 0 dribbles, 73.7% of his touches last under 2 seconds, 58% of his shots are catch and shoot. That's not just a role player, that's a ghost, appearing for a second, striking, and then vanishing. In comparison, here's some of the other 3-and-D type players and their percentage of shots coming off catch and shoot. Malik Beasley 53%, Derek White 48%, Klay Thompson 51%, Dylan Brooks 44%, Gary Trent 51%. This guy has a higher rate than all of them. But it doesn't really matter if he's not very good at it. Well, good thing for him, catch and shoot is where he lives, as he shot 43.3% on catch and shoot threes this past year. He had a career high 139 3-pointers, and here's the craziest part. No, I'm not talking about the fact that I watched every single one of his 3-pointers that he made from last season. But what I found was mind-boggling. On 2 of his made threes, he found his own shot, creating for himself with moves to find the open shot. Now, what's so crazy about all of this? On those 137 other 3-pointers that I mentioned, he had a total of 21 dribbles. No hesitation, no wasted movement, just precision. This guy's an elite 3-point shooter, and he's doing it in the most efficient way possible without having to do anything else on the offensive end. Now, we've seen he has the ability to knock down the 3, but this is where Keon Ellis becomes something else entirely. He doesn't just guard, he hunts. He was second in the NBA in total deflections. He's got top-tier steal and block rates for his position. He stays glued to his assignment on off-ball movement with terrifying focus. But here's where he becomes something special. Now watch this. This is where just seeing he's the master of jumping passing lanes over and over and over again. You'll see him here jumping the passing lane in every single game. It doesn't matter who it's against. And again, and again, and again, you can't stop this guy. He knows exactly what's going to happen, and he reads the floor like a quarterback. Now, this is my favorite one. So you see here, Hartenstein is about to throw this backdoor cut, and Keon Ellis is totally flipped around. And somehow, slowly but surely, Keon Ellis rushes back, sticks his hand out, and cuts off the pass. Again, he gets turned around, he's in a terrible position, a perfect pass by Hartenstein, and boom, the wingspan and the instincts just kick in. Now, he's also the master of the strip. Anytime a guy is driving, anytime a guy thinks he might be beating him, he's going to slap it out. He's going to make sure that you have nowhere to go. Here on Denny Avdia, making sure you can't go. Here on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It doesn't matter who it is. He is showing relentless defense at all times, coming in at random times and stealing the ball whenever he wants. The secret to Ellis' success, he plays within himself. He knows his role and executes it to perfection. He doesn't cut off it. Only 15% of his shots come at the rim, But when he does attack, he finishes at the 99th percentile at the rim for combo guards, at 81%. Imagine that. Barely drives, but when he does, it's a bucket. Maybe the lack of cutting is about conserving energy for defense. Maybe it's spacing for shooters like Zach LaVine, Keegan Murray, and the rest of the team. But if he adds even modest off-ball cutting with Sabonis at the top of the key, watch out. Keon Ellis is proof. You don't need the ball to make an impact. You just need precision, focus, timing, and effort. He's not flashy, he's not loud, but he's effective as heck. And for the Kings and any team with championship hopes, that's the kind of role player that wins playoff games. And that is the type of player that we feature here on Roll Call. Thank you for checking out this episode. If you want to see more content on more players, make sure to like and subscribe this video and be ready for next Monday for our next player spotlight. Have a good day.